Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to talk to you today as we dive into a really important topic that affects all of us at some point in time in our lives. The fascinating fight, flight, freeze response. I'm Linda Green and I'm excited to guide you through the causes behind this natural reaction. Remember that, it's natural for us. More importantly, I will share some empowering ways to work through it in a positive way. So let's just jump right in. So let's get an understanding of the fight, flight, and freeze response. So let's get down to the basics. Our bodies have this built-in alarm system called the fight, flight, or freeze response. It's our brain's way of preparing us to deal with danger. This response is a type of stress response that helps us react to perceived threats. When we encounter a perceived threat, our body instantly responds in one of these three ways. It's like our own internal action movie going on. So the fight mode transforms us into brave warriors, ready to stand our ground and face the challenges head on. Just like a fearless gladiator, it puts us on guard, and it's like we're just waiting for something bad to happen. The flight mode kicks in when we decide to hightail it out of there. We're running for our lives. Think of someone who's sprinting away from, a lion or a tiger or something. Now that's pretty intense and that's probably not the situation, but that's kind of how our brain will work. And then there's the freeze mode, where we become as still as statues, hoping that the predator won't notice us, like we're a chameleon and that we're just blending into the background and the things that are surrounding us. In this state, we are kind of frozen in fear. Do you remember those times as a kid when you were so scared that you couldn't even scream? I remember those times and that feeling, and it was so dang scary. So some of the common causes of this response, any one of these, is actually things that trigger us, and this response just kind of kicks in. So, this can be a mix of our history and our modern lives. Back in the day when our ancestors were dodging saber-toothed tigers, this response helped them to stay alive. Nowadays, it can be triggered by everyday stressors like a tight deadline at work, or maybe an unexpected pop quiz, or a number of other things. Sometimes our brains can misinterpret situations, setting off the alarm bells even when there's no immediate danger. It's like mistaking a friendly Labrador for a fierce wolf. That kind of happened to me just recently, similar. But anyway, so don't worry if you've ever felt this way in seemingly harmless situations. You're not alone. We've all been there. We've all done that. So let's talk about our stress hormone, cortisol. It's like a sidekick to adrenaline. And this helps us to stay alert and focused during times of crisis. When the fight, flight, freeze response kicks in, cortisol levels rise and it prepares us for action. But if this response gets triggered too often or for too prolonged of a time, those elevated cortisol levels can start to take a toll on our minds and our bodies. Imagine your inner superhero becoming a bit too zealous. We need to remind it that we're not facing a life-threatening scenario. So just kind of calm down. So here's a few empowering ways to work through this kind of a situation. So now here's the exciting part. We're not just victims of this response. We can actually take control and navigate it in a positive direction. So let's explore some of those awesome ways to do just that very thing. First up is mindfulness and deep breathing. Picture this, you're faced with a nerve-wracking situation, and instead of letting the panic set in, you take a moment to focus on your breath. Just simply inhale positivity and exhale negativity. It's like hitting your reset button, just boom, reset. Another powerful tool is self-awareness. Recognize when you're slipping into one of those modes and ask yourself, is this situation as dangerous as my brain thinks it is? So picture that. Maybe you already have a great tool that can help you work through these kind of challenges. Now the trick is to remember to use it when we're in those stressful moments, in those stressful situations. We gotta just kind of remember at the moment, let's just take a deep breath and kind of chill out. So along with those tools, I have a couple of essential oils that I really love that will help support your adrenal system. So the first one is black spruce. Black spruce is the oil of stability. This is a very grounding and stabilizing essential oil. Black spruce helps regulate physical energy by helping us pay attention to our body's rhythms and needs. This oil will help those who feel depleted of energy, they feel fearful or exhausted. It helps to find balance and moderation. Black spruce helps us gain clarity and to be more resolute, enduring, and balanced. So I usually use black spruce just on the bottom of my feet, back of my neck, inside of my wrist, and of course you can breathe it right from the bottle, or you can use it in a diffuser. The other oil that I really like for these kind of situations is lavender, which is the oil of communication and calm. It comes in the 15 ml and the roller bottle. Lavender is really calming to the mind, especially in helping calm insecurities. It helps us to relieve tension and the past experiences that can result in worry, racing thoughts, and anxious feelings. Lavender helps us to have more peace of mind, and you can use lavender the same way that you do with the black spruce. On the bottom of your feet, back of your neck, inside of wrist, in a diffuser, or inhaling it straight from the bottle. Using essential oils can be a little tricky and overwhelming at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's really not all that complicated. I really love being empowered with natural solutions. It's really been a game changer for me. And all I needed was someone to help me understand things, and a book and a bottle, and I love learning and I love teaching things as well. So if you've enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos with empowering content to help you in your lives. So stay brave, stay positive, and keep soaring through life. Until next time, take care, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.